Welcome to a new video from the 7th floor division. This video is destined to the understanding of the malleable nature of reality, extending in a reasonable way the notions encountered in quantum physics. One of the gates through which we can first access information from anywhere in time and space and later even change it once got to a certain level is, beside prayer, which gives you the abilities mediated through the Holy Ghost, the remote viewing method. I know that everybody has gathered a long list of strange facts during the last years, so many that we begin to ask ourselves if we are actually jumping from one universe to another or changing timelines. And people get confused, some of them thinking they are crazy, some of them thinking everybody else around them is crazy, some people managing in some way to mix these facts with the twistiness of their own minds, and all sorts of ideological monsters come to light. In short, we have come to a higher level of awareness, and nobody instructed us what to do with it. It is like giving a grenade launcher to a 10-year-old kid. What we need instead is, in all this jungle made of facts and personal delusion, is a standardized view upon the nature of reality, so that we can all relate equally to it. And this is what I am trying to do here. Because after we realize what is our current situation, the current situation becomes a tool, and we become from startled wanderers creators. So I have created this video as a form of guided meditation, just to understand where I am heading. From here on, my exposition begins. Even in this moment, when you hear my voice or see this video, this is part of your reality. You may sense the temperature around you, the air coming in and out of your lungs, the sensations coming from your skin, from your current body position, your thoughts. All these are your current reality, made from perceptions and memories. All these are intricate woven suit which follows you anywhere, and you may think it is established for good, and yet look carefully deeper at its weaving. It is a dynamical, ever-changing pattern down to some level. At that level lie the magic tools we need. Your current reality is perception, and perception is done by the mind. Your mind is a field itself, pervading the multiverse, and flowing suddenly there, where the conditions are met for it to dwell and observe. Your body, for example, is used by the mind to perceive things, and even your body is a perception of the mind. You can extend your mind to perceive anything, anywhere, anytime. This meaning that the ego is not something to blame, but something to perceive and be free to change it or pass to another perception. Perception means receiving light, and we cannot perceive things in their own nature, but only by the light which bounces off of them. Even when we reach our hand to touch objects or beings, we do not perceive them directly, but through the electric fields which stop atoms passing through each other, and which also move along your nerves to inform your mind that you have touched something. And electric fields are fountains of virtual photons flowing in all directions, so light again is the only medium through which things and beings can interact and experience each other. We all bathe in this ocean of light and virtual light, and everything which happens or is observed happens only because light keeps bouncing off everything, spreading the information. Even forces are mediated by virtual particles of light. If the light would be turned off ever in this universe, existence would be over instantly. Because we all perceive slightly different. We all live in slightly different universes, and perception is done by the mind. Light is very malleable, and it exists in all the places simultaneously, and in any configuration. For each configuration we have a different universe branching. And yet it is not our mind which changes the whole universe, but it is our mind field choosing to go on this path or the other path, constantly, because all the possible universes are right here, right now, at the doorstep of our mind and perception. You feel you have made the wrong decision perhaps sometime in the past. Well, that can be changed. Light is so malleable that we can influence its behavior with our mind field, even retroactively. In fact, we do not influence anything. We just go back with our mind field to that spot and choose another path, because mind is beyond time and space. Imagine your mind and attention is like the needle of an old vinyl player. You can raise it and lower it on a different track. The hardest part to do is stopping your mind field from being too much entangled to your current situation. Your choices are not entirely yours. There are things inside your mind which have a mind of their own, and there are group choices also, cultural biases, and so on and so forth. This is why, before trying to change your timeline by actively imagining and perceiving things retroactively, you should see what is inside yourself, which decided in your place to have this outcome or that outcome. Coming out of a timeline means inspecting and cutting piece by piece a multitude of different layers, and it needs introspection. The double slit experiment is a simple experiment which anybody can make, and it has a wonderful message for those ready to understand it. Just use a laser pointer and a piece of paper with two small holes and project that laser ray on a wall through the piece of paper. You'll see that the light is not only getting in one spot, but you'll see an almost infinite array of possible spots in which it can land, and the fact that you can see that pattern means that you are witnessing how your mind field is jumping from a universe to another in real time. This is the hidden message of the double slit experiment, and it's easy to perform by anybody as a reminder of our malleable reality. Each time a photon is put to decide between two paths, the universe is splitting in two alternate universes, beginning from that double slit. Your mind also can choose briefly which universe to follow, and this will make the photon arrive on a certain spot of your wall. And if your will and concentration would be really high, you could remain in that universe indefinitely. However, as your mind is always fluctuating, your perceptions will be chaotic, and in fact you'll see those fringes like waves on the wall, meaning that all the possible universes are in that portion of experiment, your room, fighting each other, constantly wobbling in and out of reality. As a result, you'll see the lights mirrored across the wall and not in a definite position. Now let me tell you the deepest part of this idea. What happens in that double slit experiment happens within every cell of your body billions of times per second maybe, in every rock of the universe, in every atom of air that you breathe in now, in your lungs, your bones, in your bloodstream, in your brain, in your heart, in your nervous system, in every star and in every planet. So there are plenty of layers for you to choose from to begin modeling. We are all on this shore looking at this infinite ocean, and the waves of this ocean are each a possible universe, a possible reality, and this shore is your mind, and your soul, your house is just a few steps away.